Hi everyone, my name's Elena. I'm a yoga and Pilates therapist. This is a chair-based exercise session for all friends and users of the Drop-in Bereavement Center in London. So this one is all about the strength in the upper body, arms and back. We're going to be using 2 bottles of water, small bottles like these ones, okay? So you grab a couple of those and keep them close by. So especially if you have any issues with your shoulders, if you have any medical condition, if you just simply have weak shoulders, or if you have gone through surgery, you need to keep an eye on your shoulders. That doesn't mean that you can't do the session. You still can do it. I'm going to try and give you some options here and there so you can basically shorten the range of movement for some of the exercises. But anyways, if at some point you are not feeling safe with what you're doing, you can either just keep it and wait until the next exercise, or always try and adjust, okay? Shortening the range of motion, the range of movement is usually a good solution. So instead of going all the way up here, you can just stay halfway or something like that. That may work a bit better for the safety of your shoulders in particular. And try and keep the good posture. Try and just listen to me first, adjusting the posture, and then you go for the movements, okay? So keep safe, enjoy the session, work hard. I will see you there. Okay, my friends, we're going to start by adjusting the posture in here. So I want you to stay seated more or less in the middle of the chair, a bit closer to the back, but without touching it. Feet and knees width apart, and your feet are completely flat on the floor because you want to feel the foundations of your body through the feet to the soles of your feet, okay? So straighten up through your spine. Good. Straight upper body, elongating from the tailbone all the way up here through your neck. Relax your shoulders. Just gently resting your palms on your lap. And stay here, connect to your breath. I want you to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And repeat. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Find your own pace. Good. And make sure that you're still taking care of the posture of your body, okay? Nice, you're not letting go of your upper body, you're not shrinking in like this. You're still tall, you're still powerful in here. Okay, so for this one session, we want to dedicate a bit longer to warming up our joints, okay? Because we'll need that, especially if you have some previous medical condition, if you have gone through surgery in any of your joints, especially we're talking about the shoulders here, I would say. Take it easy, want to warm them up really nice, really gently, but if you feel that for any of the exercises you just can't do it, or you feel that that is too much for you, you can either find your own safe range of motion, you shorten the range of motion, or just skip that one, okay? So extra careful with this session. It's beneficial for you, of course, but just to be a bit more cautious than usually, okay? So what we want to do in here, so start circling our shoulders. Good. And you keep breathing, nice and consciously. Feel the heat already building up through your joints. If you're feeling some discomfort, that happens. But if you're feeling pain, that is a time, that is exactly what I said before, you need to adjust. You need to either shorten the range of movement or just skip this one. Nice. And the other way around, so backwards, keeping the spine long. Good. And stop this one, resting the shoulders all the way down as if they felt really, really heavy. Bring your hands up, okay? You can totally keep your elbows close to the body for the next one. And bring your mental attention towards your wrists as you circle them. And same thing goes for your wrists. If you're feeling some amount of discomfort, that is totally normal, that's totally okay, I'm happy with that. but if you feel in pain, you need to readjust. It's always that line that we don't want to cross in between some amount of discomfort that is usually related to workouts and pain, okay? Pain, no, we don't want pain. The other way around. And stretch your fingers in and out, in and out. Exactly. Are we still breathing consciously? Okay, nice. Okay, for the next one, I'm going to give you a couple of options. We're going to be working on the mobility of the elbows in here. So first option, keeping the elbows close to the body, hands touching the shoulders, and then out and down here, okay? So in and out, and in and out. And if you feel that your shoulders can handle it, you're going to go a bit higher with your elbows up here. But careful, I don't want you to put any tensions up here. You keep your shoulders down and you move from up here. Okay, basically it is the same action, it is the same movement, but you're the one to choose in between the versions, okay? So mobility for the elbows, so you keep your mental focus there. Exactly. Good. And just a couple more. We don't want to overdo it. We're just warming up, really. Okay. Nice. Resting your hands on your lap. Again, tuck your chin in. Let's go up with the neck. Holding here. Find the stretch going through the back of your neck. Give it a couple of deep breaths. And then bring your chin, as you keep it down, just bring it to the left shoulder. Holding here. Back to center, keep it down and over to the right. And hold it. And back to center, bring your head up. Good, face in front, and you're going to say no. Gently turning your head left and right as you keep your chin parallel to the ground. So I don't want your head to be like tumbling up and down, okay? Just a single clean movement, left and right. Fantastic. We come back to center, left ear, left shoulder. Just drop it laterally. Nice. Find the stretch all the way through the opposite side. Shoulders relax, okay? If your shoulders are up here, the stretch is just not going to happen. So you relax your shoulders, open up through your chest and find the stretch. And back to center, and let's see what happens on the other side. And back to center. Okay, we're basically talking about the upper body in here. I know that, arms and back, but we don't want to forget about the lower part of the body. Okay, we don't want to forget about our pool legs in here. Okay, so we're going to move towards the edge of the chair. And what I want you to do, again, use your hands to bring one of your legs up as close as you can to the chest and just hold it in here. And while we're doing this, first, to engage the core muscles, to find that connection with our belly muscles. So I want you to kind of tighten your belly, draw your belly button in, and second, to reconnect to that posture, to that nice and healthy and safe posture that we want to maintain all throughout the session. So I want you to keep your upper body straight, make sure that your shoulders are down and relaxed. Hold up here. And release, same thing with the other one. So remember, tighten your belly and readjust your bodily position. So if you find yourself like this, you need to readjust, okay? Find your strength, find your power, and open up. Beautiful, okay. We may come down, come back to the, more or less the middle of the chair, and before we grab our bottles, we're going to hug ourselves because we deserve that and because it's always a nice time for a hug. Okay, you hug yourself and you're already feeling that stretch through the back in here. That's a very nice one. Basically around the shoulder blades. It's a nice one. You can feel that, I'm sure of it. Good. And then keeping your shoulders down, you're going to open up. Shoulders down, chest open. We're going to repeat a couple of times. So hug yourself. You may reverse the crossing of your arms in here. You hug yourself. Good. And open, open. You can keep your hands and your arms a bit lower, okay? You can tailor that, totally up to you. Just one more. Close. Still breathing consciously, okay? Open, hold. Good. Hand to the other side, a bit lower than the chest height, okay, more or less like this. We don't really want to fully turn the upper body. We don't want to go like this. We want to more or less roughly keep the chest facing more or less front, just working with our arm and the shoulder blade area. Okay, so you do something like this. You go back to center and we do exactly the same with the other side. Okay, hand as if you were about to grab something in the air in this area. You're holding here, and we'll repeat a couple of times per side, just a bit faster. So back to center, grab, and bring, and grab, and bring, and keep breathing in your own way, in your own way. You don't need to sing your breath with the movement. And bring, and just one more, and grab, and bring. And again, totally up to you. For this next one, you can either bring your hands all the way up here, if your shoulders are nice and healthy, or you can stay down here, totally up to you. Going to bring them up, swing them up, inside, drawing a circle, up, palms out, drawing that small but beautiful circle. Okay, good. Just one more, up, and to the side. Okay, fantastic. And now it's time we grab our bottles. So for this next one, we're going to be working with both arms at the same time. Okay, what I want you to do basically is it's just basically swinging the arms to the side. So we want to create a bit of room for our nice mobility in here. You may want to push yourself all the way to the edge of the chair, and allow me just to move a bit in an angle so that you can see me a bit better, at least this one side. So this is more or less what I want you to do. Readjust your posture, straighten up through your upper body, and this kind of nice swing. Okay. You don't need to go all the way up to your shoulders height. You can totally stay a tiny bit lower than that, a bit lower than your chest. Good. Exactly. Try and avoid coming closer. You don't want to come closer. You find a parallel line and you just hold on to that line. Just back and forth. Okay. And we're basically working through repetition in here. So the action by itself is not really intense, but because we're doing it like for a few seconds, we will find after a few seconds, we will find that it gets a bit harder. Challenging for us to keep the correct posture in our body. So we will tend to shrink, for example. We'll tend to start moving our legs. Just do kind of weird things with our arms as we go. So you need to try and stay connected to that and avoid that. Just a clean back and forth action in here. Shoulders down. Good. 10 more seconds. Doing good. Keep it up. Keep breathing. Okay. And there we go. That was it for this one. We're going to release one of our bottles. And for the next one, again, seated on the edge of the chair, you can kind of hide one of your legs. Just take it out of the way. We'll use the other one as our roots, as our foundations for the next one. And we're going to anchor our elbow on the leg like this. Good. Bottle down, bottle up. All the way, okay, close to the shoulder, all the way. So following the whole range of motion in here, all the way down, and all the way up. So the elbow is working as a hinge, as to saying here. Nice. This is a nice one for the biceps. In here you will feel a little action happening on your way down, on your way up. And again, we're working with a small, little tiny bottle of water in here. But through repetition, we will get quite a lot of benefit from this one. Okay, so keep it up, keep it up. Nice. Okay, couple more. Exactly. And good, and we're going to switch. Okay, so same thing. Anchor your elbow on your leg. Remember that you need the anchor, but you also need like a certain amount of mobility from the elbow, okay, as your hand goes down and up. So just use a few seconds to adjust that, just to make sure that you're good to go. And then we can officially start. Exactly, down all the way. So you want to stretch, but not overstretch. Okay? And up to the shoulder. Down and up. Exactly. Following the same line. Good. And you can see that I'm trying to keep my upper body, even if it's a bit forward, I'm not like rounding, okay? I'm trying to keep it long. I'm trying to keep my chest open. I'm trying to keep my shoulders relaxed. Good. Keep breathing consciously in your very own way. Okay. And just one more. Nice, fantastic. Back to center. So again, allow me to move the chair again. So we're grabbing both of them at the same time for this one. And what I want you to do in here, and again, you can totally follow your own safe range of motion. You can either find the height of your chest, which is more or less like this. Stretch your arms out and bottles and hands in front of your chest, or you can just go a bit lower than that, okay? Careful with your shoulders, readjust, and wherever height that you find, you're holding here, so this is like your base, and from here you're going to pulse a little up and down. Tiny little movements, okay? So don't go all the way up and down. We don't want that, not in this one, at least. We just want to pulse in here. And we will soon find a reaction from our arms. Okay, you will feel the tension through your muscles very soon, I'm telling you. That is going to happen. It's happening already for me. Is it happening for you? I'm sure it is. Okay, just breathe. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders. If you need to take a break, go for that. Use your breath. Draw your belly button in as you exhale. It's a bit of a challenging one, totally worth it. Fantastic one for strengthening your shoulders, the rest of the muscles, all throughout your arms. Okay. 10 more seconds. You can do this. You've got this. Okay. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. And rest your hands on your lap. Just keep rubbing the bottles because we're going to be using them. But just use a few seconds in here to relax, to reconnect to your breath, and to observe how your shoulders are feeling. Exhale your tensions. Good, and allow me to guide you through the next one. You can stay in there for a few more seconds, but just watch me for this one. If you remember what we did in the beginning of the session, we were kind of hugging ourselves and then opening up. We are not going to hug ourselves now, we're just going to open up, okay? So just going through that action with the bottle, so adding that extra weight. So basically, bottles to the chest, okay? Not higher than that, not lower than that, just more or less to the chest. You can either keep your elbows down or a bit higher, totally up to you. Shoulders down, chest open, and then from here, open. And again, this one is good, like a T shape, or this one a bit lower is equally good. So you find your own. To the chest and out. Good. This opening action is the one that I'm interested in, okay? So however you do it, I'm happy with it. You may inhale in here, and then exhale through your mouth, in here. This way you can use the power of your breath to help you through the action, through the exercise. And beautiful one, for the strength of your shoulders, for the strength of the muscles around your shoulder blades and the back of your upper body. Okay, just a couple more. Come on, you're doing good. And one more, nearly there. And back to center, nicely done. Okay, we're going to leave the bottles in there. Okay, just a little goodbye. And shake it out, shake it out. Couple of deep breaths. Resting your hands on your lap. Again, just reconnect a little. Settle for a few seconds. See how you're doing so far. You doing good? I hope so. Okay, we're going to work the muscles of the upper body in here and the back also. Careful with this one. So what I want you to do, basically, I want you to kind of lean on one of your sides. You can totally use the same side arm for supporting here on the arm of the chair. So you find that stretching here, good. And then you come back to center. We'll add one more element, but just a bit later. So far we can settle with this. Okay, you lean on one side. Likely don't move further forward. Don't do like this. Okay, just keep in line. And back to center. One more, just like this. Side. And back, and side, and back, and then for the next one, arm to the side as we did before. You remember this one? And back to center, use your belly muscles, okay? Otherwise, you may hurt your lower back, and I wouldn't like that, okay? So use your muscles in here, tighten your belly, draw your belly button in, and these muscles will help you stay safe. Okay, the other way around. Okay, draw your belly button in, tighten your muscles. Back to center, and breathe in your very own way. Don't worry about that, just breathe. Exactly. It's good to be moving. I'm enjoying this one. Okay, find your own rhythm. Maybe I'm going too fast for you, maybe I'm going too slow for you. That may happen. And so you find your own rhythm, okay? Just a few more. As you can see, we are not going through really wide or big movements in here. We don't need that. We're basically working through repetition and through the efficiency of the shape of the actions that we're taking. Through our general like body awareness. Okay, one more and back to center. One more. And back to center. Okay, so we are going to bring both our bottles back, and from here we are going to just draw little circles to the sides. Okay, you may go backwards to begin with or forward to begin with, totally up to you, doesn't matter, we'll do both. And you may keep your elbows slightly bent. Okay, so I don't want this, which would be more challenging, but I just want to take it easy. So you bend your elbows. You're kind of drawing the circles from up here, from your shoulders. Okay. A few more seconds, and then we'll switch directions. Okay. And the other way around. Good. And back to center. And for the next one, we are going to go all the way to the front edge of the chair, and we will repeat the bicep exercise that we did before, like switching one arm first and then the other one, like this hinge action happening from the elbow. But we are going to do it up in the air, so we need to keep this upper part of our arms totally still, and we will move from the elbow down to the hand. And that means that we are, again, as I said, using the elbow as a hinge to bring the hands and the bottles towards the shoulders. But as you can see, I'm not really moving the rest of the arm, okay? And that is the key for this one. Just breathe in your own way, keep your upper body straight, your spine long and tall, and your shoulders relaxed, okay? The moment you start bringing the shoulders up, you are taking efficiency out of the exercise, plus, more important, you may hurt yourself, okay? You may create like unnecessary tensions up in your shoulders, in your neck, and that is no good, okay? That's not worth it. So anytime that you need to stop and readjust, more than happy that you do. Good. Exactly. And every time we're talking about lifting weights, generally speaking, if you go slower, if you try and find that control over the movement, over the exercise, that means that your muscles are going to work really well, okay? So you're holding the tension because you're going really slowly, you're moving slowly, so your muscles need to tighten, and that is what we want, okay? If you go too fast, your muscles can't even react to the movement. Good. 5 seconds, keep it up. And relax, very well. Okay, nicely done. So we can forget about the bottles already, we're done with them. Thank you very much. Okay, good. And we're going to come back to the chair, more or less the middle of the chair, readjust your posture, reconnect to your breath. Good, collect yourself, a couple of deep breaths. Good, nice. And we're going to hug ourselves again. Shoulders down, super important, especially now that we have gone through those exercises, that we have created some tension through the upper body, through the shoulders. Let's find a nice stretch now. Okay, and now we want to keep the hands close to the chair. We take them to the back of the body, and we kind of grab whatever part of the chair that we can. If you have a look at me, I can grab this part of the chair, in the back of the chair, this part of the chair, shoulders down, and I'm going to push and kind of arch my spine like this, keeping the shoulders down, okay? And you allow your shoulder blades to come a bit closer together. It's a beautiful stretch for the chest muscles. Nice. Hug yourself again. Reverse the crossing of your arms if you remember that. Don't worry too much. I don't remember. I don't know if I'm doing the opposite or the same one. Doesn't really matter. Nice. Come back to center. What I want you to do now, you're going to keep your spine very long in here. Okay, long and straight. You're going to grab the arm of the chair with both hands, so same side, both hands, and you kind of twist from the mid waist in here, okay, from the waist. So you twist. Okay, careful, don't do this. You want to keep it up straight, exactly. And if you can go a bit farther than this, perfect. If you can't, just stay whenever you can. Come back to center, and we do the other side. Okay, same thing. You grab, you find your waist in here, and you twist from there. Shoulders down, chest open. Come back to center. Nice. Few deep breaths. You can shake your arms, hands, shoulders. Get a bit of a shake to your upper body. You have done very nicely. I'm very happy with this one. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one, okay? Take care, stay safe.